Greetings, geeks and layabouts of the British Empire. It's Master1 of Idle Swine Productions. I'm here again, not dead. Got a bit more free time now, so decided to do another Let's Play project. And in the spirit of doing fairly bad EA movie rip-off games, we proceed to the next installation in the Game Boy Color's series of the Harry Potter games, and indeed the last one to be released on the Game Boy Color. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, building on the RPG style of its prequel, the Game Boy Color version of Philosopher's Stone, a full Let's Play of which can be found on my channel. This is also a turn-based RPG, and also, as the Harry Potter games go, it's pretty good. So, as games in general go, that means it's mediocre as opposed to completely awful. So, that sounds fun. Let's play it, and we're going to play it in English UK. Because we are proud Britons, damn it! So, yep. One moment, please. And off we go. On the way out, wacky races. You'll notice straight away that the music has got no better since the first one. Has in fact got considerably worse. Horrible screechy 8-bit thing. Here we go. New game. So we start with Harry back from Hogwarts, and he's staying back at the Dursleys' house for the summer holidays. And scared of his magical powers, they've locked him in his room. So the game doesn't really tell us any of this, just has Harry moaning. So you can wander around your room, and when you go near to your bed, this happens. Harry Potter! Such an honour it is to meet you at last! Thanks. Who are you? I'm a gremlin in a nappy. What's it look like? Yes, Dobby the house elf. Tear-jerker numero uno in the latest film. I can't have a house elf around. My aunt and uncle don't know anything about magic. I'm only here to protect Harry Potter, to warn Harry Potter, to refer to him in the third person. Harry Potter must not return to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. But I have to go back. Don't you understand? We've got a video game to make. There is a plot to make the most terrible things happen at Hogwarts. You can't mean the Half-Blood Prince. No, sorry. Harry Potter must not put himself in danger. Harry Potter is too important. Dobby has said too much. Dobby must punish himself. So Dobby begins to bang his head against the wall in punishment. Amusingly, I can just leave the game on this frame for as long as I like, and he'll continue to bash his head in. But we need to progress, so... Oh no, someone is coming. Please, Harry Potter, heed my warning. And so with that mysterious warning, Dobby the house elf, a type of magical servant creature, disappears, as do the bars at the window. It's Ronald Weasley! Hello, Harry. I'm just flying along in a car, yeah? I love how the fact that... Well, I love how, on seeing a large flying car fly next to his bedroom window and yank the bars away from the window, Harry's first thought is to chastise Ron for breaking a minor school rule. We didn't enchant this car ourselves, so it doesn't count as breaking the rules, says Fred, or possibly George. Never can tell which is which. We've come to take you home for a visit, and then on to Hogwarts in time for the beginning of term. Jump in. Don't forget to bring what you'll need for school. Oh, and don't forget to take your Folio Magi with you, Harry. It holds all of your famous Witches and Wizards cards. The M12 pre-release is in a week. Wizard should pay me. Blah 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 blah. You have 2 decks here, but you can only bring 1 with you. Why? He's got a fucking suitcase. You're telling me he can't fit a small case of playing cards inside it? Or rather, he can fit 1, but he can't fit 2. Can I just tuck the other one into his back pocket? What the hell? So, for the uneducated, this is Ron Weasley, prime idiot and Harry's best friend at school, and his elder brothers, Fred and George, or George and Fred. Never know which is which. So there's now a really little pointless thing where you have to collect your items from the room. This involves the highly challenging gameplay technique of walking towards them and pressing A. You receive a suitcase. Yeah, do you remember how in the prequel game you got all the really annoying key items that didn't actually do anything, but just clogged up space in your inventory? You get even more in this game. Fortunately, your inventory is now divided into different categories, so you can navigate it fairly easily. So we get a suitcase, we get Harry's pet owl, and a Folio Magi, if I can get to it. It's like the old game. This game contains plenty of wizard cards you can collect, and card recipes you can collect, which allow you to perform special moves in combat. Not that I ever find them all that useful. You can choose 1 of 2 decks here, as opposed to the 4 deck selection you got in the first game. So we can choose Merlin or Morgan Le Fay. Morgan Le Fay looks slightly less camp, so we'll go with that. Incidentally, if we go look at the cards we have, while shielding our ears from the absolutely awful screeching music, you'll notice that the deck only actually consists of 6 cards. Are you really telling me we couldn't have taken another 6 cards with us? So yeah, we have various cards on... Oh, okay, some of them are multiples. Okay, so in fact we have like 11. Whoop-de-fucking-do, it's only 11 cards. Okay, I'm not going to check through those because I can't be bothered to. Right, so, let's go. Just cruising along in a flying car, nothing to see here. And we end up at Weasley's house, the Burrow. You may have noticed that it's around this point in the series that they started having the game start at points before Hogwarts. The Game Boy Color game was unique in the fact that it started at a point in the story before Harry gets to Hogwarts. It starts at Diagon Alley. But most of the games starting earlier than that, around about the time of the Chamber of Secrets. Anyway, Harry immediately comes out with stupid fucking dialogue, and we better get back inside before Mum finds out. Let's sneak inside by walking in a slow manner directly towards the door. But let's split up, so let's stagger it by about 5 seconds, because that'll help. Doobie doobie doo 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 doobie doobie doo doo. Pretty sure the only reason they actually abandon you at this point is to allow you to pick up a few items from around the place. That's a little healing potion you can pick up there. It's perfectly fine to steal someone's first aid kit when you go to their house. And that's pretty much it, because then we get sucked into cutscene mode again. This is your house? Yes, it's not much. Nonsense! It's wonderful! It's apparently not got a door. Now let's sneak in quietly by loudly talking about our plans in front of the door. Then we'll come downstairs in the morning, despite the fact it's clearly already broad daylight, and I'll say, look who turned up in the night. I know already, says Ron Weasley's furious mother, who has seen through our cunning ruse, and comes blazing out, followed by Ron's younger sister, Ginny Love Interest Weasley. Bed's empty, no note, car gone, no idea where you were, blah blah blah, could have been in a ditch, but I'm very pleased to see you, Harry. This is Ron's sister, Ginny. She's your fangirl. Hello, Ginny. My jaw drops, apparently. She usually does more than make vowel sounds, blah 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 blah. Her anger's cleared up miraculously quickly, though. Look, by this point, everyone seems to have completely forgotten about the incident, and Mr. Weasley arrives. Arthur Weasley. Fairly likeable character. Works for the Ministry of Magic, the, magic government. Blah blah blah, she chews his ear out about the flying car. He doesn't seem to give a shit. But he doesn't even seem to notice he's being yelled at. I love him in this dialogue. Oh, is that who this is? And instantly we forget about the incident again, and who's for breakfast? Right, let's go get breakfast, shall we? Ron just warns Harry that he might be attacked by an illegally enchanted vacuum cleaner while he's here. And in we go. Time passes, as it apparently takes the entire day to eat breakfast. And my eardrums implode again. So let's ransack the living room. Does stealing your head cold cure? Excuse me, is there anything in here I can nick? Fuck, I can't be asked to look through the garden. Don't think there's anything in the fireplace. Oh no. Oh yeah, obviously you store your pumpkin pies in the fireplace. I mean, where else would you put them? And famous Witches and Wizards card. Time for bed, Harry. You'll be in Ron's room while you're here. Where is Ron's room? Upstairs. No fucking shit. Narrow it down. Okay, so with that incredibly unhelpful clue to go on, we proceed upstairs and meet elder brother Percy, who, without so much as a hello, just goes, "I'm off to bed." Well, that was an enlightening and plot-critical piece of dialogue. Monologue, really. At this point, random combat encounters show up. If you walk into these blue, cloudy things, you get a random encounter. Which I prefer, because you can avoid them. A bit preferable to the usual every 3 steps you get into a combat, you get into battle thing that these RPGs normally employ. But I particularly love the enemies that you get in the burrow. I wasn't kidding when I said you fight a deranged vacuum cleaner. Look at these things. Anyway, note the new and improved combat interface. Also note that we start off with 3 spells, not just the one. Flipendo, Verdimillious, and Vermilius Uno. I can't remember what's good against these things, so we'll start off with trying Flipendo. Seems to be passable. It doesn't cost us anything. Vacuum cleaner misses, and whatever that thing is misses as well. It's rather easy round. Okay, let's see if Vermilius is any better. Slightly, not really worth the mana cost. That's got one of them. Finally we'll try Verdimillious, which is rather expensive, but I'm just experimenting at the moment. And it kills it straight away. We pick up 11 sickles and a Wiggenweld potion, not sure where from. And let's barge in on Percy. Oh, hello, Harry. I was just reading Preferred Preface for Perfect Prefects. Fascinating stuff. I was reading Amazingly Annoying Alliteration the other week. It was a fascinating read. Right, I'm just nicking stuff from your bedside drawer, don't mind me. And let's see what pleasures await us on level 2. More irritating electrical appliances. This time we have a fan and a toaster. I really can't believe I'm saying this. Okay, and we're starting to run out of MP. So I'll probably start avoiding fights from here on in. Just want to see if I can level up Harry beyond level 1. Fucking hell, that fan pack's quite a bunch. I better not die. That'll just be fucking annoying. Do I take the risk that I'll miss, or use a healing item? They seem plentiful enough. Wiggenweld potions were hard to get hold of in your first game, but here we've already got 2 of them, so let's drink 1. Nice little healing item there, not a problem. So I don't know whether our Flipendo spell, which is all we could have afforded to cast, would have killed it, so I didn't want to take the risk of dying this early in the game. Our Flipendo appears to be crap against it, so using up more resources is justified, really, but what the hell. So we drink a pepper up potion. That gets us our MP back. At least I'm managing to demonstrate what the various items do. Now we can finish it off with a nice bolt of Vermilius. And that levels up. We randomly barge into the master bedroom, start leafing through their drawers, nick their sweets, usual stuff. Dialogue. Piss off out of our room. Barge into Ginny's room. That's inappropriate. Steal her cards. Steal her sweets. Steal her Twilight fanfiction. Up we go. And here we encounter Fred and George. Hello, George. No, he's Fred, I'm George. I am George, aren't I, Fred? I can never tell us apart. Fred's the name I prefer, so it's the one I answer to. Unfortunately, while this would seem that it solved us the naming mystery, I wasn't really paying attention to the character portraits, so I'm still not sure which one of them said what. I think the one I'm talking to is Fred. I'm never going to remember. Okay, identical character number 1. Steal their stuff. And before we go to bed, we're going to venture into the attic for a little side quest. And just to generally nick the stuff there. But here we have the house ghoul. Who wants his chains? Because you can't be a self-respecting ghoul without some chains to rattle, can you? And so we talk to Ron, he gives us a card combination, blah 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 blah. And we sleep. Apparently in the same bed. Which is fuel for more fanfiction than I care to contemplate. Time passes. And we sojourn downstairs for breakfast. For fuck's sake. Get ambushed by shit again. Verdimilius. Jesus, I've heard people talk about toasters being aggressive, but I never thought they were being literal. Get off with you. Blah blah blah. Ron, the garden needs de-gnoming. Blah 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 blah. Let's go and have a de-gnoming contest. Basically, we get to extract irritating creatures from the garden. Although the Weasleys tend to be in it quite a lot, so we don't really succeed. Also, I can't remember. We've got to find some chains somewhere, and I can't remember where they are. Aha! I found them. They weren't here earlier. You must have to talk to the gnome before this, the ghoul before they spawn. Right. Well, before I we'll just nip back up to the attic and deliver these. Just leave Ron standing outside like an idiot. We won't mind. Yo, found your chains and shit. And he gives us a famous witches and wizards card. Somehow. Which one did he give us? How the fuck am I supposed to know? Which of the several new cards I have he gave us? Who cares? Accumulated stuff quite quickly in this game as compared with the other one. First, we have to catch the little pests. They hide in their holes when they aren't wandering around. Great, we're going to kill some hobbits. Blah, blah, blah. And after that, we spin them around, toss them over the fence as hard as we possibly can. This sounds like a fun and efficient way to protect your garden. Well, I smell a mini-game. So yeah, we have to de-gnome the garden. Basically, there are 9 different holes in the ground, and we have to run to one when a gnome gets out, pops out of it, and press A. We have to do this more efficiently than Ron. Terrific fun. Let's go. Unfortunately, the controls are absolutely shit, so as to compensate for this, we can sprint much faster than Ron. Beat him by 2. Not a great score, but the game seems to have difficulty registering when I'm up in the top corners and trying to grab one of the gnomes. Now I have another game where we have to try and spin them over the fence. So I'll just show you. So there goes Ron with his attempt, coming in a respectable 1030 something. I mean, I'm assuming that can't be meters, can it? That's quite far, you know, if it is. Anyway, so basically you have to tap A and B rapidly to pick up speed. It's probably easier with an actual Game Boy than with a keyboard. I don't seem to be doing this very fast. And then chuck it. And... okay, yeah. We're doing shit. Incidentally, we only seem to chuck 8 gnomes between us, despite the fact that we picked up 16. I don't seem to be able to spin them very efficiently on a keyboard. It must be something to do with the emulator and, I don't know, the keyboard driver or something, I don't know. Doesn't seem to register. Or maybe I'm just shit at this, I don't know. But yeah, that's a bit better, but I don't think I'm going to do very well at this game. Don't look like I'm going to beat Ronald. I'm unlucky, because he's actually managed to chuck one quite far. He doesn't normally. Normally he just does shit like what you've just seen there. Come on, Harry, put some welly into it. And get it on that first fence. Fortunately, Ron seems to keep losing control of his arms, so... Oh, that was actually quite good. Beat Ron, yes, I am awesome. My life is complete. You can play these mini games again from like the start menu, and you can have them in higher difficulties. With these controls and with the slight lag I'm getting, I think this is running at 95% speed. I'm probably not going to be much good at them. Fortunately, the ones you play in the story, well, it doesn't matter whether you win them or not. But fortunately, for the sake of my ego, they all seem to be set on easy mode when you actually play them in a game. Anyway, as thanks for your assistance, Ron tells you that he wants you to denome his garden every summer. Arthur Weasley then randomly comes up to us and teaches us a spell. The Informer spell, quite a useful little spell, which you use to fill in your Pokédex, your bestiary thing, which basically, for the sake of a turn, in one encounter, obviously it's persistent from encounter to encounter, you can look up what spells are good and what spells aren't against whatever creatures you happen to be facing, so that is rather useful. Plus it doesn't cost you anything to cast. And you saw it in the Folio Brutae. Okay, so on that note, with the burrow pretty much done, we head back inside and into the living room, where we find everybody stood around the fireplace, about to use Floo powder to travel to Diagon Alley. No one warned us of this, but yes, today is the day we have to go to Diagon Alley and get school supplies, the timescale being a bit accelerated in this game. I love the fact that we receive an item here. We receive Floo powder. Presumably it goes into our inventory. However, it is then taken away from us before the cutscene even ends. What purpose does it serve? Why can't they just say, right, she's giving you Floo powder? Why do we have to have an item icon? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, he'll be fine. He definitely won't end up in a dark arts shop. Whatever would make you think that? So Arthur Weasley goes off to Diagon Alley. Make sure you speak clearly when you go, dear. Diagon cough cough alley, says Harry helpfully. And we end up in a place that is not Diagon Alley. Well, Kelsey, please. So, where are we? If you've read the book, you know. If you haven't, you probably don't care. But nevertheless, I'm going to attempt a cliffhanger here. So, come back next time if you want to know where we are, or just want to hear me ramble on about shit while I play a video game. I do sometimes wonder about my audience. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.